You think about the most complete basketball player, Michael Jordan was it. That year we won 56, 57, 58 games, something like that. We were really good. If you were going to beat us, you had to do something special. And I knew what we were up against in him. You knew it was going to be a daunting task. You're going to play your best basketball, and he's just not going to have an off game. And you're trying to make sure you manage everyone else, and hopefully he has a few misses here or there. They were struggling, and so Michael, I vividly remember one play, he came off of a screen, and he was really supposed to kick the ball to the corner, but he turned the corner and he went to the basket. And I was like, oh, okay. And he took it upon himself to score. Went to overtime, and he was just unstoppable. And he scored, obviously 69 points. He had almost 20 rebounds. So it was remarkable to watch that and to be a part of that, because we had done everything right. And even defending him, we were getting into him, and he was taking tough shots. He was just making them. Michael Jordan took what they did to the next level because of his explosiveness, his swag, his demeanor, and ultimately his success.
Welcome, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavaliers. With Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Cleveland hosting Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. It's a key game in the Eastern Conference playoff race. And Mike, this Cavs-Bulls matchup
has eliminated Cleveland in each of the last 2 years, both times in the deciding Game 5 of the first round. They know each other so well. No love lost between them.
None at all. And in terms of familiarity, this is the 26th matchup, Clark, between these teams over the last 3 years. That's a lot of battles. And there are no secrets, are there?
None at all, partner. You think the Bulls and Cavs could call each other's plays out. That's how well they know each other. Tonight, I think it comes down to execution at both ends. Of course, Chicago has an X factor and a significant edge when it comes to Michael Jordan.
Now, let's give you the starting five. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot. And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starter, sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Elo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. From outside the arc, good on the three-point shot. Jordan's got 8 points.
Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed. Well, Mike, at breakfast, we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section, an article about the Cavs' Craig Elo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Passes it to Nance. Back to Price. A shot's good on the assist by Nance.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. 16 points, 15 assists in one game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. The Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Price against Paxson. Price kicks to Elo. drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, look at how quickly Elo gets that shot off. He doesn't waste any time with that opening.
Inside, here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are number 1 in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Elo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right.
Listen, you either double Jordan now or you're going to pay for it later. Timeout right now, probably going to be making some adjustments.
A different look now for Cleveland. Williams, he's checked in for Nance, and it's Brown in for Bennett. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Bill Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. King comes in for Horace Grant. Davis is checked in for Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson.
In each of the last 2 playoffs, the Bulls have eliminated Cleveland in the first round.
And heartbreaking losses for the Cavs both times as it came down to a winner-take-all 5th game. This has become quite a rivalry in the Central Division.
Steve Kerr's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Brown. Elo up top. He's covered by Armstrong. 5 on the clock. And it's blocked.
Imposing his will on defense. Purdue's teammates love when he makes hustle plays like that.
That one goes in.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Mike, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
I've never seen anything like it.
That is why Purdue is out there. Give this squad some energy.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And the pass to Brown. Back to Kerr. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Elo. The rebound by Purdue.
Normally, he knocks that down. The defense got a gift.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points, an overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. He signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But you know Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
We've got Williams. Elo out there with Price. Then there's Doherty, and it's Nance in at the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. And Clark, that 54-point outburst for Michael, a season high for the all-world guard.
Kevin seems like he just has the Cavs number. I mean, he also had those 41 points 5 days ago against Cleveland. MJ slept real well last night in anticipation of this one.
He must have. Boy, he gets ready to play him, doesn't he?
Yep.
An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They've limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. Offensive rebound, Williams. Good work defensively by Pippen.
Seemed as if he had the angle to finish, but the defense did just enough to throw him off.
And it's out of bounds.
Ball is turned over.
It's touched by Nance.
Outstanding at swatting shots. Nance is an athletic big.
And it's checked in for Brad Doherty. Off the inbound, no good. The Cavaliers trailed by 18. Here's Price. Nance. And the Nance slams it in.
Oh, my. Baby, 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 Larry Nance. Incredible throwing it down.
High post, Jordan. Bennett's there. Jordan continues to roll. Michael has matched his total from 2 nights back, 28 points.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins. And while Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
6 on the shot clock. Elo can't hit. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Here's Jordan. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
Pass to Cartwright. Back to Jordan. Paxson passes to Jordan. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed. Paxson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points in the paint. The topic of this timeout conversation, they need to play with more pride.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Kerr's checked in. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. King comes in for Grant. Davis is checked in for Scottie Pippen. And Armstrong subbed in for Paxson. And stolen by Jordan. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. The first one falls.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Jordan against Brown. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got 35.
Starting to pull out ahead off the back of some terrific offense.
They are firing on all cylinders, aren't they? Hard to get stops when they're playing with this much energy.
Rollins checked in for the Cavaliers. Kerr dishes to Brown. Price outside. And they double up Price. Here's Kerr. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one.
Doherty's checked in for Nance. Price against Armstrong. Tipped away. And stolen by Jordan. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And the dunk by Jordan.
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
Here's Price. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Bulls as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-4 run. And Clark Kellogg and DA, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. Now, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. So for Chicago right now, Pippen is out there with Grant. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Paxson. And it's Cartwright in at the... with authority!
Big time throwdown!
Man! Making a statement big time. My goodness.
Showstopper for sure.
Had the hang time and knew what to do with it.
Paxson against Price. Here's Doherty. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Doherty's got his second bucket. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Michael Jordan.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs' offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
Price kicks to Elo. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game for those kinds of shots.
Looking to stretch this lead out even further, going right after his shot.
And the defense continues to not be up to the challenge.
And it's Bennett in the corner. Doherty outside. Puts up a three. No good. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Jordan. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
Pass to Bennett. Here's Doherty. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Doherty's got 4 points in the quarter.
Going to work down low. Doherty knows his team expects him to attack on the block. That's just what he's doing.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the great Brad Daugherty, an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988, finished second in voting last year to Magic Johnson. I think he's in the conversation again. MJ leads the league in scoring, the Bulls with the second best record in the East.
2 minutes.
Jordan outside.
2 minutes.
A three. So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season.
Showing just how dominant he can be. He's just carrying this offense right now.
Elo kicks to Price. Back to Elo. Jacks up a three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Hey, Clark, in the MVP race, it feels like it's Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. What do you think?
I agree, and you take a look at Magic. He's your pick if passing is what you favor. Over 11 assists per game. Johnson's Lakers have the NBA's best record as well, 51-17. MJ clearly has the scoring edge, 33 points a game. Plus, he's a first-team all-defense guy. I think it's another hard choice for the voters.
you and I both, it is going to be difficult.
Hard, no question. Look, Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32 and 36 right now. Remember, last year they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. A few things have been a little off this year, to say the least.
And then Jordan slams it in.
Can you guys believe it? Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Clark, that was special.
Not sure the next time we'll see one like that.
Stolen by Pippen. Jordan left side. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Assisted by.
I love the
Scottie
floor
Pippen.
awareness from Pippen, understanding when the defense is overcommitted.
Jordan passes to Paxson. Back to Jordan. 35 seconds left in the third. Shoots. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
The defense getting hung up on the pick there. They've got to get over it.
And every time they don't, they're just allowing the shooter to find the jumper.
19 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Can they get it? The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Lets it fly from 18. What a show by Jordan. 60 points, approaching a season-high 61, and 3 away from his career high. For 3, Price. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Chicago.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
We've got Kerr. Bennett is up there with Brown. Then there's Rollins. And it's Hardy in at point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Use the pick, get space. Easy, smart basketball.
Jordan outside. A regular season record. Michael Jordan has 62. Now just 1 away from his career high. Pass to Bennett. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Hardy passes to Brown. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. And for Elo, making it in the NBA, a new career high for Michael Jordan. 64 points.
He is anchored in and making a living down low tonight.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Team foul.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here.
Bill
Cartwright, he's checked in for Purdue. Grant comes in for King. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Davis. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. Clark, the Bulls have done a great job against the Cavs' 3-point shooting game. Nice D from Chicago.
Well, I think it starts with Michael Jordan. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year. Plus, you had Scottie Pippen, excellent defensively in his own right. And that duo can turn your water off with their perimeter defense.
Yes, they can. Here's Kerr. Brown trying to free himself up. Rollins with the bucket. Rollins got 4 points this quarter.
If you don't get a body on Rollins, he's going to make you pay on the offensive glass.
Here's Jordan. Jordan continues to elevate his personal best. Now 66 points in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Hardy passes to Kerr. And stolen by Jordan. Michael Jordan has stacked up 68 points.
Incredible two-way play.
Yeah, offense and defense.
Steals lead to points. The defense doesn't have time to get set.
Up top, Bennett, defended by Pippen. Jordan with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
From down in the low post, it goes.
Michael Jordan.
Excellent work turning defense into offense.
Gambles always look good when you guess right.
Now the pass to Bennett. Here's Brown. And that's collected by Grant. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I really like how they've worked to get the best shot. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Showing great patience there.
A total team effort in this regard. Everyone working together and being selfless on offense.
Throws it up high. They get a hand on it. And Cleveland turns it over again.
Chicago ball.
The ball sailing out of bounds. Not the offensive possession they were hoping for.
Now, here is Jordan. He's covered by Bennett. And it's Jordan slamming it down.
From him, fans love seeing this kind of dunk.
How about that? Just giving the people, Clark, what they want to see.
Gotta give them what they want.
Yep.
And you heard their reaction. They were all about that finish.
It's Pippen on the wing. Over Kerr. Pippen misses. Now, here's Bennett, guarded by Paxson. Pass to Rollins. There's the double team with Grant. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
Well, they haven't given up. They've certainly not quit. Got to give them a lot of credit for that.
And the deficit likely too much to overcome, but showing their pride, still competing.
Here's Pippen. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
John
Pippen showing you nice agility that time, working around tough defense, able to play through that contact.
Hardy passes to Kerr. Now, here's Hardy. Pass to Bennett. And here's Hardy, defended by Pippen. Shot clock at 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
First personal foul. Second team
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Armstrong. And Mike, they can just hold on to the ball here.
No question, they deserve to win.
To the inside. Nice move. And he lays it up and in.
DJ Armstrong.
And with this last run, they have shut the door on any chance of a comeback.
Shut the door, turned off the lights, and locked it up. Fantastic run for them to
Bulls
end
foul.
the game.
DJ Armstrong. First personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
Shooting for Cleveland. Leroy Hart.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland.
That's the end of the
Chicago
game.
is 4-0 against the Cavs this
Thank you
season.
for coming out and
They've got
supporting
one
your
more
team.
meeting in
Please
2
take
weeks
care
to
get home
finish the
safely, and
season
we'll see you
series.
at the
But
next
guys,
event.
this is total domination by Chicago.
And Clark, tonight, a Bulls win and a brutal loss for the Cavs in this playoff race.
Definitely, Kevin. I mean, they're a full game out now. Still, Cleveland does have 13 games left, and the Bulls, they solidify their spot as the 2 seed.
It appears they have. For our terrific reporter, David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Hart.